Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I just want to talk about, what do you do when you want to sort of get better, right? And I feel like this is probably a question I'm going to get a lot. So I just want to sort of illustrate, like if you're trying to improve, and from my personal experience, the best way to improve is just draw what you want to draw. Work on the things that's your end goal. It's better, from my personal experience, to start working towards your end goals, whether that is to be able to do illustrations, character illustrations, landscapes, right? Whether that's comics. It's better to start on that immediately rather than putting it off to practice. Now, obviously, you probably don't feel like you're good enough to start on that, right? So what I suggest you do, and I've produced countless videos talking about this, is rather than training individual things like anatomy or form or lighting or shading or color, it's better to just run into those problems and then realize you need to improve them and then train them, right? For example, let's say you're trying to draw a comic or like a panel, like a few panels, and you realize you don't like this pose, right? Or you can't really figure out how you want to pose your characters throughout the panels. Then you would go through the process of learning a few poses or doing gesture drawings to get better at accentuating forms. You don't just practice just in case you need those skills. You practice the skills when you need them, right? When you're studying for a test, like a math test, you don't study the entirety of your math unit, right? You only study the parts that you're going to need for that specific test, right? You're not going to study calculus, like you're not going to study derivatives if you don't need them, if you're doing trig. So focus on what you need right away. It's the best way to maintain your information, right? After the fact. Obviously, practicing will let you get the same amount of net gain in terms of information, but if you practice what you need, you're going to remember it a lot easier. And there's countless videos talking about this, and it's just a lot easier to passively maintain information rather than needing to go back to it over and over again. Obviously, there's a lot of things that you should just practice in general, right? Like a lot of the fundamentals, you should just practice those in general. But if you really want to see improvement, you need to work towards your goals. You'll find it just a lot easier overall to keep drawing, keep working towards everything. Because you don't know how hard it is, if you're not seeing any personal progress, to continue doing things. So overall, my 2 cents is, if you ever feel like you don't know where to go, just do what you want. Right? And eventually you'll figure it out. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is, if I ever get asked the question what should I practice, I'm gonna link them this video. So hopefully you guys understand. Moral of the story, just do what you want. And trust me, you're gonna feel like it sucks. You're never, but that's just normal. That's just how it is for a lot of people. So I wouldn't worry too much about thinking that your art's bad, because everyone thinks their art's bad to an extent. Obviously, a lot of people are aware of how good their art is in the eyes of other people, but that doesn't really change the fact that you know you can make it better, right? Even pros, to an extent, doubt their ability sometimes. The greatest probably don't, right? But even some of the best doubt themselves at times, but they just push through it. And that's all you have. You have to get used to pushing through your doubts, right? There's always going to be a part of you that's telling yourself you can't do it. It's just whether or not you listen to it that matters. Anyways, that's it for this video. I'm going to see how many times I can send this to people. And I don't know, maybe I do more shorter videos like this. I've been a lot more consistent with my drawing almost every day now. So I'll see you guys on the next video. I don't know what the next video is going to be about. Make sure you're working towards your goals, guys. Anyways, thank you, and have a great day.